After years of using a mobile phone, I'm sure that some of you would find it a bit difficult to maintain the shininess of the phone. Even with a case, it doesn't guarantee that it will be as good as it was on day one. The iPhone is not an exception. Hey guys, what's up? This is AK Shafiq here, and I'm gonna show you how I clean my iPhone 4S after 2 years of usage. So, let's get on. So here is the iPhone in good working condition before we start the whole cleaning process. Trying to unlock the phone and bam, we're in. Okay, as you can see, it is working perfectly fine, and of course, it's running the latest iOS 7. From afar, this white iPhone looks fine with no noticeable aesthetic marks. But upon a closer look, you will notice some real bad dirt and whatever not trapped in between the aluminum casing and the body. Let's have a good look at this 2-year-old bad boy. As you can see, there is a very small but distinct line of dirt on the top and also on the corner there. Moving to the side, there's quite a few marks on the aluminum casing. Oh, and under the bottom here, you see some real nasty dirt. The 30-pin connector looks dirty and the speaker and mic grills at the bottom are just horrendous. And to the other side, not too bad, just the dirt between the case and the body like the other side. So let's get on with the things that you will need for this tutorial. A pack of wet tissue, a normal tissue, and finally a toothbrush. A used one like mine will do, as you're definitely gonna throw this away after this tutorial. So, the cleaning starts now. Start off by using the wet tissue and generally wipe the phone. As you can see, I get the tissue wrapped around my finger a bit and my nails press hard between the aluminum and the body of the iPhone. Now, there's a bit of dirt on the tissue. One thing to note, you might want to slow down a bit when you're doing the corners, as you really want to get in those curved edges. Now that you're done with the front side, move on to the reverse side and repeat it in a similar fashion. Make sure you get all 4 sides clean. Just a close-up of cleaning the bottom back part. As you can see, it is dirty. So we take the tissue and wipe it deep in, so with just a few wipes, we're good. After wiping clean all the sides, we will now move to the exposed parts around the phone. And we will do that with the good old toothbrush. So let's start with the 30-pin connector. Brush the 30-pin connector with the bristle of the toothbrush. I find it much easier to do so using the tip of the brush itself. After we're done with that, we'll move on to the mic and speaker grills. So brush the grills like how you do with the 30-pin connector, and make sure you brush your dirt off good and not leave any residue behind. A close-up here at the speaker grill. Though it looks clean, the real stuff is on the sides of the grill. So give it a nice hard brush and that should do the trick. Moving on to the headphone jack. Now, this one is a little tricky. Just try and get in as deep as you can and give it a twist with the tip of the brush. Do this a few times to get the dirt off and that should do it. Just try your best to clean it, as you might not really notice that much of a difference. Now, the earpiece grills. Give it a few swift brushes and you're done. Do take note that I am trying my best not to touch the portion of the front-facing camera, as that might give it a scratch. But then again, the Gorilla Glass is quite scratch resistant. Finally, we're gonna move to the side to clear the ring silent switch to the left of the iPhone. We will clean it the same way with the other side, and that will more or less do the trick. We're gonna end this off with wiping any residue and debris left by using the wet tissue. And then using the normal tissue to remove any moisture that was left behind by the wet tissue. And now we're done with a beautiful white iPhone. Let's have a look at the phone now. Other than the minor marks left on the aluminum casing that looks scraped off and cannot be removed, this iPhone looks great. So here is the top of the iPhone. Now moving on to the bottom where the 13-pin connector, mic and speaker grills are. And now to the side of the phone. So as you can see, the phone is definitely cleaner than we started off. But just taking about 15 minutes to clean my phone, it really turned out better than I expected. Looks great from all angles and no exaggeration here, but even my friends complimented and thought it was a new iPhone 4S. And most importantly, it is still fully functional. So for those of you who have an iPhone 4 or 4S, do try this out to see if your phone can really get as clean as mine. And I want to know how you take care of your iPhone too. Is it whether by a case or by any other means? So please leave a comment down below and do press that like button, as I do really appreciate it. Alright guys, this is AK Traffic signing out. Peace.